Yeah,
Uh,
but I think this means in a private message. I don't think it means on their posts, does it?
well, that was what I asked for. But and then it's got one for posts about struggles or frustration. Uh, there are some for DMs, but that one didn't say. It says using comments or replies for that one I was talking about.
Okay.
Um,
So there's no doubt in my mind that would kind of work, but if somebody said that to me, um, if somebody said to me on a public post, what's been your biggest challenge? I might answer it, I might not, but I'd be like, trying to sell me something. I can smell it. Do you know what I mean? Does that
yeah,
make sense? And
yeah,
then also, if I have got real problems, am I publicly going to say I'm terrible at this? Some people do.
yeah. Well, what would you say?
Um, awesome, great post. We'll we'll do some today. I'll just kind of show you what I do. And my way probably isn't the quickest, and it's probably not the most direct, but it can kind of work and has worked. Hi Paul, hi Laura. So so this is me just doing what I did to get 10K a month, right? And I'm not saying it's the best way, the right way. It's just that it did work for me. It's
Yeah.
very similar to Laurie's because this is what works. And I'll give you a tip, a mindset tip almost. So what I would do when I was learning, I brought a lot of courses and I would try and get as much training as I could on the same subject, like building online on social media. And what you'll find is you'll get different opinions from different people, but there would always be kind of core that ran through it of the stuff that obviously worked. And one of them was know, like, and trust. One of them was like, connecting with people rather than selling. That was a core. Building the know, like, and trust so they recognize you. That was a core, right? And then you'd also find some magic tip from one of the trainings or something. So what I'm sharing with you now has come out of a lot of different sources, but all kind of linked to the same thing. And Laurie's thing has those cores as well, what Laurie does. I would like Laurie to expand on that blueprint and give some examples, but I guess that's what I'm here for, right? So we'll dig in, and at any point, feel free to ask a question, if that makes sense. Because I want you to leave today going, I'm happy to go and do this, right? That's what I want you to leave with today. So we talked about this just on the last call, Tommy and Laura on. So I'll just recap really quickly. If you know your target audience, life is a lot easier. My target audience basically was somebody like me, right? So it was a network marketer, somebody trying to make a side, business, get their freedom, get out their job, make a full-time income, right? Not everybody wants that. They just want to make a couple of $100s a month, whatever. That's all fine. That's all brilliant. That's all good. Not a problem, right? But that was my target audience basically came out of me, right? And if you think about it, somebody like you is your perfect customer, aren't they? Because you can relate. They can relate to you, you can relate to them. So I'm updating this, nearly finished, but this was the book I wrote after I got 25 people. My record is 33, right? But this is what I wrote after I did National Wealth Centre as a business. From a complete cold start, I ended up with 25 customers in a month. I still had more hair, and that's sat at the Hotel Penzance in Penzance in Cornwall, having a cup of tea out in the decking area, right, writing this very book about 2016, I think that would be, maybe 2015. Right, so let's skip this. This is the bit I want. Oh, well, here's the first bit. Facebook has approximately 3.07 billion monthly active users and 2.1 billion daily active users, right? So we're looking for four people with Jiffy or two with Talk Fusion or whatever your business is. Do you think you could find four people out of 2.1 billion daily active users?
It would seem so.
If you message them all one by one, even if you're terrible, you'll get your 4. Okay.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do that. It takes too long. I've tried. Okay. Um, and this is one of the first things, right? Mass marketing is great, but you have to get a name, right? So mass marketing is only a one-way conversation. It's only me putting out on a YouTube video, right? What I want to say. There's no kind of what about this, Paul, and what about this, and would this help me with this, Paul, and so there's no connection there, right? I can only be generic. I can't offer any personalized help. I can't say, oh, I've got something that can help you with that. Or I'll tell you what, let's just jump on a call and I'll sort that. I can't do that if I'm trying to reach 1,000 people at once, right? And to get the mass marketing, it's like standing in a street and shouting out your offer, right? Probably 90% of the people there aren't interested in what you got. So you can make it better. YouTube is good because it's search engine marketing, right? But one-to-one marketing, if I only want 4 people for Jifu or 2 for Talk Fusion or whatever, why am I really trying to do all that work to build up a reputation and get seen and heard, right? To talk to a lot of people when I know that a lot of them aren't interested. Would it not be better just to try and go small so I can get a real connection, offer personalized help, and I can focus on results, right? Did I get my 4 people this month rather than, trying to broadcast? I went from doing what was on the right there, one-to-one. Once I got a bit of a following, a bit of a network from doing that, I started to do more of the mass stuff. My mass stuff is waning a little, and and the one-to-one is coming back, right? The 2 feed each other, right? Is it possible to build just doing that? Yes. Is it possible to build just doing this mass marketing? Yes. Okay. But I have found this one is always the most effective. There's a guy I know, he's a multiple 6-figure, a multiple 7-figure earner, sorry, Mark Lalonde. He said there is no reason for anybody not to be making 10K a month. It's just the fear of talking to people or laziness to not do it. And it's just hitting the numbers. He used to stand in grocery stores at the vitamin counter and sell his health and wellness business. And he used to say, if somebody brought in the first hour, he said, I knew I was in for a bad day because it was a numbers game. Because nine out of 10, well, was it? No, not 9 out of 10, probably like 48 out of 50 people would say no. So if he sold one straight away, he knew he was in for a bad day. Right. So if you get to the point where you're chatting with somebody, okay, you can offer a personal solution. That's what we're saying, right? So I don't just want to go through this. I actually want to get to something. This bit is important. It will be more apparent in the reason why I'm calling this out. But if I speak to 100 people, I'm lucky if two of them will buy when I speak to them. But if I do the follow-up, I can get 80% of sales happen between the 5th and the 12th exposure. That is super, 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 super important with what I'm going to show you, right? Okay, and then where are we? Audience, there you go. So if my target audience is network marketers, what do I know about them? Lack of leads, high failure rate, low motivation, weak mentorship. That's what the stats say. Go and look it up, right? What do they want? They want a supportive team. They want real help building their business, not just hype, knowing where to find motivated people who actually want to grow, who are people who want to grow, okay? I might change that a little bit. They want leads. I might say they want leads. They want a way to stand out, hence Talk Fusion. They might be really fed up of trying to build. So Jifu and trading might be the best option for them. Now, if I'm trying to mass market, I can only mass market Jifu or Talk Fusion or Powerly System or whatever. If I'm doing these connections, I can say, do you know what? HBA sounds like a good fit for you. Or Jifu sounds like a good fit for you. Or Talk Fusion sounds like a good, you know what I mean? You get the chance then to be in those multiple income streams. Okay, does that make sense? Right, so what's the solution? Laurie's Blueprint. This is for the Talk Fusion crowd. So this is Laurie's Blueprint and a private school group that gives network marketers step-by-step guidance, training, community support, all leading naturally into Talk Fusion. Would Laurie's How She Made 6 Figures a Month Blueprint work for any business? Yes, because it's teaching connecting. It's not actually about a product. It's about building a network. So I can offer that to help stop selling, start helping. I can offer that to help anybody. Now, West Benson spoke to somebody the other day for us, and he said, yeah, he was trying to pitch me on his business, but I just said to him, how long does that take to pay? Well, there's a 7 day cooling off period, and then it pays on the following Friday. So you could be waiting up to 2 weeks to get your money. He goes, oh, well, mine pays in 60 seconds. You know, so everybody likes getting paid for the work they do straight away, right? Not having to wait for it. And I didn't think it was much of a hook. Trust me, it is. So that, and it's the same with what we spoke about earlier, Tommy. Offering a way to make money without the selling, if that's what's burning them out with trading, is a perfect solution, isn't it? But it depends on the person you're speaking to, right? So with that in mind, I know if I speak to the average network marketer, they're not making the money they want to make. They want more leads. They're probably frustrated. And I've got Laurie's blueprint for Talk Fusion. I've got Jifu if they've just burnt out with the industry like a lot of people are. Okay. But you only need 4 referrals. And if they're in network marketing, that doesn't sound too bad. So, we've got good stuff going on. So where do I find any questions on audience? Your audience might be equestrian show jumpers. It might be ballet dancers. It might be retro computer enthusiasts, right? Doesn't matter. It's knowing what their problems are, their frustrations, their dreams and desires. Then match your solution to those, right? So it's just the right audience for what you've got, right? We're not trying to sell to everybody. It's hard work. We just want to sell to the right people. It's hard enough selling to the right people, right? So where do you find your audience? So if you go Facebook pages, so one of the things I learned was look for authors, and that's how I found Eric Worre, because he's wrote the biggest book in network marketing there is, Go Pro. So if you can find an author on Amazon who's written a book about what you want, go and find them on social media, see if they've got a following. So Eric Worre, top of the tree, network marketing at the minute. Ray Higdon's gone more into just selling rather than network marketing. His book sold 14 million copies, I think, his book sold. And he's got 2.4 million followers. Do you think I could find 4 people for Jifu out of that? Do you think I could find 2 people for Talk Fusion out of that? That would happily rip my arm off for it. Do you know what I mean? Not so I don't have to sell it. And especially when you're offering something free like Laurie's Blueprint, out of 2.4 million network marketers, I'd be very surprised if 2.4 million of them didn't say, I'd love to see that blueprint that helped Laurie go to 6 figures a month. Then I just did a search for network marketing, MLM, I think I put in. No, I did network marketing. So I've not heard of Freddie Malero, but he's got 17,000 followers. Shaban Alulash, right? He's got 40,000 followers. Sarah Robbins, I have heard of, 276,000 followers. Right? And then I was going to do the same for groups. I did do the same for groups. Network Marketing Group, 30,000 members, 124,000 members, 109,000 members, 9,900, 18,000, 25,000. So that's where you can go and find people. Any questions? All up, beautiful. I'm going to keep that picture up. Sorry, I want to keep that one. That's what the place that made us move to Cornwall is, this place here, Boscastle, 1959. Wow. I'll show that to my wife later. Right. So let's do Eric Worre, because I've been doing Eric Worre lately. Do you think 2.4 million people, do you think they're all still active? Some of them will have quit. Some of them will have moved, given up. Some of them will have got a better offer with a job, maybe, that they think's better. Some will have passed away, whatever. So they're not all going to be active.
Yeah, I'm on there. I hadn't looked at it in years.
There you go. See? So do I want to speak to those people? So it wouldn't hurt to, but I'm probably going to get a lot of people that aren't even on Facebook anymore, you know. So let's move the pictures out of the way. Right. So I'm on Eric Worre's page. There's 2.4 million followers. But I'm interested in 36 minutes ago, we put a post up. We've got 27 comments. Are those 27 people active?
Yes.
Well, there might not be 27 comments. Those 27 comments might not be 27 people because he's replying to them. Now,
Yeah.
why is Eric Worre, multimillionaire Eric Worre, top of the tree network marketing, why is he sending the training to the direct message rather than just dropping a link? Hazard a guess. If the top guy in network marketing is contacting people in their messenger rather than just sending a link, what do you think we should be doing?
Obviously the same thing.
The
We
messenger.
we should be talking to people in Messenger. Now, he has got an automated message. I know that, right? But he will be doing it on a much bigger scale than any of us will be. That makes sense?
Hmm.
We don't need that, right? But success leaves clues. So why would I want to go against what the top guy in network marketing is doing? So here's what I'm going to do. So we've got Jonas Addis. He's from Ethiopia. What are wages like in Ethiopia?
Poverty level, I would say.
So he might be a multimillionaire for all we know. But I was reading some stuff about mindset and that, and medicine came up, and it was talking about how the doctors diagnose people. So it says if you hear hooves behind you, don't look round and expect a zebra. If you can hear hooves behind you, you look round, you expect a horse, don't you? And this is why sometimes people get misdiagnosed, because what medicine teaches is the most common, the most likely thing is generally what it is, right? So if you hear hooves, 99% of the time it's going to be a horse. So there's no point spending lots of money and time and putting the patient through stuff, right, to try and determine if it's a horse. It's most likely going to be a horse. So you prepare for a horse coming, right? Not a zebra, right? So that's what they do in medicine. Now, if I see somebody in Ethiopia, he might be a multimillionaire, he might be well off, he might whatever, and I don't like to judge, honestly, I don't. But do I want to spend a lot of time and effort trying to determine if he's got, the means to join the business? So I'm going to pass. Then Department of Agriculture, Lullabar Secondary School. I don't know where that is. So look, what I'm going to do, I'm going to right click. So right click over the name, open link in new tab. Maureen, I don't know where Maureen lives. So I'm going to right click, open link in new tab. Kemozi, Nairobi, same problem as Ethiopia. I don't know where that is, so let's have a look. Right, new tab. Elstree, there you go. It's in England. So right, click, open link in new tab. Fallon Right, Birmingham, Alabama. Right click, open link in new tab. Utility Warehouse. I know that's English, so that's good. We'll speak the same language, okay, and wages should be good enough that they'll be able to afford anything that I offer, certainly. It's a Page business consultant. Not saying no. Just don't get I just don't get a good feel, and I don't want to work with unlucky people. So there you go. So they're gone. Herbalife can afford Herbalife. Can definitely be into what we do then. Most likely struggling. Tintin. So do you see what I'm doing? I'm just trying to make, and the more you do it, right, the more you kind of just get a sixth sense. And again, I don't like to ever judge, but you just kind of get a sixth sense to go, yeah, I don't think for me. Mutual friend Bill Soriano, Humanity Higher Institute of Health Sciences. That sounds a bit highbrow for me. Maria, right. Now I would do probably 5 to 10 at a time. Abadan, no. Right, so that's all those, right? Any questions?
So then you put those on your list.
Not yet.
Not yet.
That's the initial breakdown. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm going to see if they're probably going to make it to the list or not. So would I like to work with Tobogo? She seems fun, and she last posted on October the 6th. So not current. Okay. Updated a profile picture, updated a profile picture, updated a profile picture. And then she did a reel on September the 1st, and then the other one was August the 2nd. So she's hardly posting. Okay. So if I end up working with her, is she likely to be following Laurie's blueprint if she's only posting like once a month?
No.
Bye bye. You didn't make the cut. I'm so sorry. Right. So then we've got Maureen Sissimwo, October the 11th. That's fairly current. And this is a Hall of Famer. This is all about success. She's been to this. I don't know what the company is. Let's see if we can hear that.
You step backward and play safe. Mamili ka doon. Kasi if you are playing safe, that's comfort zone. Guys, comfort zone is a beautiful...
Okay, so possible. Like success. Amazing business opportunity, inbox ASAP. How many people do you think inboxed her?
3, it says, or at least commented.
All comments. Do you think that they're probably in her team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just juice.
If that worked, we'd all be multimillionaires, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Okay. So that doesn't work. Right. She is posting. She's current. I'm not sure where she lives, if she's likely to be good for us. Okay. Let's have a look. But she's joined a business. So I think, yeah, this person is possibly somebody that might be worth connecting with, right? So I'm going to go back to posts. And I'm taking much longer over this than I normally do it. Awesome. What company? So when I put the like, Maureen has now got a notification. Paul Turner liked your post. What's she thinking?
I'm going to sign him up.
Probably. I'm cool with that. Okay. When I put a comment on, Facebook send her a notification. Paul Turner just commented on your post. What's she thinking? Who's Paul Turner? Yeah, and it might be a prospect.
Yeah.
And he's asking what company. So when she replies, I'm going to slag it off onto her. I'm going to say, oh, it's a terrible company, that. Or am I going to say, fantastic to work with another network marketer. How's it going for you? See?
Say the
I'm just
letter.
connecting.
Yeah.
I'm just connecting. And if this was a quote and I didn't like it, I'm not going to always be willing to take a chance, right? If I didn't like it, I wouldn't like it. I'm not going to be untrue to myself, right? So let's just have a quick look at this.
This is who you are. And you need to start living this life. This is about your dreams, your future. This is about your children.
Right.
Don't take it lightly. There is no complicated secret to network marketing.
Great professor.
Just don't quit. No matter how tough the journey becomes, don't quit.
Professional. That's right.
And you will make it, because this business is not rocket.
There we go. Great, perfect. Right. So this is where I was saying the follow-up is super, super important, right? Let's put a light on. A bit dark in there. Right, this is the important bit. So if I'm doing this properly, I'm going to forget who Maureen is, because I want to make more connections. And she might see that and she might not, she might be out, she might be on holiday, she might be away for a few days. She might not, she might sort of see it casually. Oh, look, Eric Worre. Look, Eric Worre. Now, I'm not going to do that because I wouldn't normally do that many, all right, to start with. All right, so I'll stop there. So how do I make sure that I keep following up with Maureen? How do I make sure I tell Facebook that Maureen should see my stuff?
No idea.
Okay, so number 42 on my list, right? Let's stop the screen share. Number 42 on my list is Maureen Sissimo. Sissimwo. There we go. Right. I am a big believer. This has made me thousands of dollars. Just notebooks. And I call it my 100 list. All right. Phase one, have I messaged Maureen? I don't like approaching strangers. I like them to come to me. So I've liked and or commented and or shared on Maureen stuff. What that does is two things. One, it says to Maureen, Paul Turner's liking, sharing, commenting your stuff. Maybe when she sees that, she'll want to come and check me out. And then it's saying to Facebook, hey, hang on a minute. They've obviously got some sort of connection. So it says to the algorithm, do you know what? If he's seeing her stuff and liking it, sharing it, commenting on it, we should show Paul's stuff to Maureen. Does that make sense? And this is what Laurie talks about, engage. Engage, connect, succeed. Right? So, sorry, what should she call it? Not engage, what should she call it? Step one. Expand. Sorry, expand. All I'm doing now, I'm not even thinking selling. All I'm doing is expanding my network. She's obviously a network marketer. I already know, chances are, she's struggling for leads. She isn't making enough money yet, right? Because we want to make more money anyway. It doesn't matter if someone's a millionaire. But I get this all the time. Well, they're probably successful. They may well be, but do you know any successful? Why do successful people invest in property and fine art and old whiskey and start new businesses? Most people want to make more money. And if you have a way of doing it, that's great. But I know I've made 10k a month, but I'm nowhere near that level. I better not speak to them. No, I connect with Laurie and West or Michael Martin or Jason. You know what I mean? You connect them to the system and the people. We are so lucky in Talk Fusion because West and Laurie, I could say now, Laura's interested in Talk Fusion. She's got some questions. Could you answer them? Yeah, connectors. I love it. So if you do get someone who's super successful, don't even answer a question. Connecting with Laurie, connecting with your upline, right? Connecting with upline. So it's safe for Jifu as well. Connecting to your upline. Okay, so Maureen might be looking at my stuff now. She might not. She might be busy. She might not see the notification, whatever. So two things need to happen now. One, I need to control my timeline because I want her to come and like and or comment and or share my stuff. Make sense? I just want to expand my network and get some engagement. So the first thing is I need to think about what's on my timeline. And there's an old saying that I thought was great. If they made promoting your business illegal, would the police find enough evidence on your social media to convict you? And for a lot of people, you guys are good, but for a lot of people, the answer is no. And then they wonder why they're not making the money. And the reason why they don't do it is because they haven't got the support of a good team. They haven't got the right mentors. Like Laurie says, it's important who you join. There's no supportive community. There's no group. You know, John Oliver on Telegram. How often is that guy on Telegram answering questions and helping people? Every Tuesday, Team Abundance do their call. There's the Discord. You can go and ask a question anytime you like. You know, so that's why people aren't successful. Because if you're new to network marketing and you go out full of energy and you sign somebody up, you're not qualified to help them, are you? And that's what happens. So you want people that take one for the team. I've done it. Laurie and Wes do it. I'm doing it more now again, where it's like, yeah, I'll talk to people for you. Don't actually earn that much from doing it, but it builds the team. And long term, you earn. Network marketing, by the way, you don't get paid for the work you put in at the start. You do a lot of work, you don't really get paid a lot. We probably don't even get paid. But then it starts to balance out. And then on the other side of it, I took 3 months off when I moved to Cornwall, hardly touched the computer. Checked my messages and that, but I didn't work. You overpaid for the work you do, vastly overpaid. So at the start, you're vastly underpaid for the work you do. At the end, you're vastly overpaid for the thing you do. It's getting people through the tricky middle ground because a lot of people quit. So two things need to happen. One, I need to control my Facebook profile because I want to present, right, who I am, what I do, and I may or may not be a fit for Maureen. She might not want to join my business. She might think I'm an idiot. Whatever, it's fine. The second thing is, though, how many sales are made on the first connection? Do you remember? There's a percent. If I show it to 100 people, how many people are likely to sign up?
Very low. I don't remember the exact number.
2.
2.
And I would say that's out of date, to be honest. I wouldn't say it's 2 now with all the stuff, all the ads that we see and everything on noise, on AI and social media. Okay. How many sales, though, were made on the 5th to 12th connection?
On the what connection?
5th to 12th connection or follow-up.
80% of them, I think it said. So.
80% of sales are made on the 5th to the 12th connection. So how do I remember to just go and like and or share and or comment on Maureen's stuff? She is now number 42 on my 100 list. So what I've just shown you is how I go and check out some people to expand my network. I've not spoke to them. I've not messaged them with one of those awkward, hey, you look like it, you know, not doing any of that. All I want to do is get her liking, sharing, and or commenting me back and checking out what I do. If she comes to pitch me, great, because we're talking. That's the only aim of this, is to get, to get some sort of engagement. That's the only aim of this. I don't care if she pitches me all day long. Does that make sense? If when she's pitching me or talking to me or whatever, I don't feel like I want to carry on, wouldn't like to work with her, what can I do? Not speak to her again. It's easy. So what happens then is, like Kenny's joined and Will's joined, they get crossed off the list. And I will replace those names. I'd like to get it to 100 and then I'll start replacing them. Charles said no. Darren joined. Jeremy said no. David joined. The other David joined. Laura joined. Martin said no. Crossed out. Tim joined. Julie, yes, joined. Steve joined. No, Steve said no. Sorry. Clarence joined. Okay. So I'm crossing these names out. My aim is to always have 100 names. And what I'll do is I'll put another name to replace that. And when this is really scratty, I'll put it on a fresh list.
Okay,
Makes
what are the
sense?
logistics? What are the logistics then for getting back to these people on these follow-ups?
Okay.
I mean,
So let's share screen again now. And we'll do it. We'll do it live. Right. Okay. So another person there, look, I won't say his name, but someone else just said that. I don't know if you saw he's going to join first thing in the morning. Right. So I now have her name. So I can close that tab. Right. And let's just look with I just got one of the top fans. Like, okay, that's awesome. Congratulations. Looking sharp. Right.
you're not sharing. I don't know.
Oh, aren't I? What can you see? Anything? Or am I just not sharing
You,
at all?
I can only see you.
Well, why would you want to look at anything
I mean,
else?
yeah, why would you want anything else?
Right, so looking sharp. But that was
Yeah.
August. That was May. September. No, not active, is he? Leave. Okay, and then we got Durant Brando. Right, so you get the idea what I'm doing. October the 12th, yeah, that's fairly recent. 8 hours, that's recent. AI is going to dramatic response. What's this one? So anyway, so you get the idea of what I'm doing, and I'm going to put. I'll do the work after the call. I'll go and like and or share and or comment some other stuff. She'll definitely go on the list, right? So now what happens is I come back to Facebook and I'm going, right, okay. So if I look on my list, right, I got, let's pick a name. Let's pick a name. Right, I've got Leanne Darius Thuberloin, right? He's messaged me. That's okay. Yeah, let's use him. Leanne Darius. Leanne, there he is. Right. So he did actually reach out to me. I accepted his friend request. We had a little bit of a message. I need to follow up with him, right? But let's just supposing we haven't even made friends yet, right? So I look at his name on the list and I think, who the hell is Leanne Darius? Did I speak to him? I must have, because his name's on my list, or maybe I didn't speak to him, but I want to follow up with him, right? I want to follow up with him. So I come back here. Facebook, do me a favor. Hey, Leanne Darius. His name's Darius, by the way, I remember. Paul Turner just liked your post. Hey, how's affiliate mentor going for you? Okay. Top earner in the program for the last year. Don't know what program is it, but I like that one. And that was oh, maybe I did look yesterday then. But there you go. I've liked that. I didn't think I did. Pretty sure I didn't. Right. That's it. Done. That's it. Done.
Okay, I sort of get that part. What I'm saying is, you don't respond then unless they respond,
Yeah.
and then on the 5th to the 8th interchange is where the magic hopefully happens most of the time.
Let me show you something that's happening then. Let me show you a good one. So Vida Davis.
Hey, that guy
She's
looks pretty good there. Tommy Lawhorn. Oh yeah.
Tommy Lawhorn's a great guy. Yeah. So Vida, look what Vida's doing. She's awesome, right? She's making video, and what she's promoting is Lead Lightning with Talk Fusion, right? And she's on the chart. She's on the leaderboard for promoting it, and she's sharing useful information here. Direct sales, 3 groups you can share your opportunity with, right? And she's only selling a $7 thing, so she's killing it. She's absolutely freaking awesome, right? So I got her, I think, from Eric Worre. Oh no, Vida might have reached out for another reason actually, because I used to do the trainings in PLS, right? So she might have reached out for that. But I've liked her stuff, and she started liking some of my stuff. Who's the other person? Let me get you the other person. Vicky Nell. Vicky Nell. Right. So Vicky Nell. This is from Eric. What she was from Eric Worre. I remember her. Right. Money isn't the goal; it's the tool. Use it to create happiness and freedom. Right on. Oops. And that's all I'm doing is doing this. And then if I go to mine, she probably a few days ago now, but she has liked and or shared or commented on some of my stuff. Cindy Donahue is another one. Ahmed Dober, he's from Eric Worre. Okay. Uh,
And when you see that, that's when you follow back. That's when you message them
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. I will make sure that I am liking, sharing, commenting on their stuff, and it's 25 connections a day. Principal Clamper is from Eric Worre. There you go. So I need to go and follow up with him now. So this is all I'm doing at the minute. Right. Probably, Africa. Don't know if it'll be enough. You cut down odum trees for clumsy and plant disease. I'm saying, right. That's not relevant to me, is it? So I wouldn't like and or share a comment on it. I like that dress. Right. Acon's wife. There's something I like about that, but I just can't put my finger on it.
Sorry, Laura.
You dream, you envision, you wish, make them real by reaching for the trustworthy consultancy. None was your. Do you know what? Nah,
Yeah.
I'm too old to work with this guy. He's young and hip and happening, and he's into his trees and stuff like that. So I'm going to cross him off the list. Principal. Right. So he's gone. He's crossed off. Right. Now then, I don't want to show all my messages, but she's from Eric Worre. He was just from general Facebook. Justin was from Eric Worre, trying to sell me website build. Hey Paul, thanks for connecting. Thanks for connecting. I'm Justin, founder of Pixabuild. We work on websites and funnels that focus on clean design and clarity. Just wanted to say hi and keep the line open in case our paths cross again down the road. Wishing you continued success in life. All the best. Cool, Justin. I'm not in need of a website as I build my own funnels pages when I need one myself, but send over a site and I will add you to my list of contacts. If I ever speak to someone asking about a site, I'm happy to connect. Great to know that you do your own funnels. Here's my website, and thanks again for the connection. I had a look. Nice work. If you ever have clients who want better open rates on emails, let me know. I've been testing a video email tool and it's working great. Customers are impressed. Sure, I'll keep you in mind. I'm glad to have used one of my connections. Now, how likely is it he's going to contact me and go tell me more about this video email thing?
Based on that, it looks like a dismissal to me. I'd say very unlikely.
It's unlikely. How long did it take me to type that?
No, just seconds.
Yeah. Was it worth it?
Yeah,
Sure,
because you
he might-
can off the list.
Sorry, Laura.
I said, yeah, because now you know where he stands.
So to me, it's better than just leaving it. No, I don't want a website. We're still friends, right? And who knows where it might lead in the future.
Right.
And there is a chance, it's a slim chance, but there is a chance he might have said, oh, tell me more, right?
Yeah.
And if I really wanted to get this guy, right? Not get, it sounds horrible, but if I wanted him as a business partner, I could say, how's the world of building websites now with AI doing a lot of it for you? It might need another income stream. In fact, you could do that. You could say like, I mean, you could go to AI and say, what would you say to this guy if I wanted to promote our business? But I could say, out of interest, and feel free to ignore me. But with AI and funnel builders, whoops, why can't I type today? Funnel builders around everywhere. Does that make it tough? I used to do SEO, so opposite a web designer. A few years ago, which is all true, and he could see more potential customers just building their own. Whoops, potential. Right, I'm not crossing them off yet. Oh, Ruben Platter. Ruben Platter. Come on, open up, open up, open up. Right, how I'm building my exit plan while still working full time. First YouTube video done. It was a cringe, but I got it done. Your first videos will suck, but it's all about getting out of your comfort zone and taking action, right? I'll leave the link for the video in the comment section in case you want to check it out. I haven't checked the video out, my bad. I didn't read that properly. But I told him the truth. My videos were terrible, and I appreciate how hard it is. So I just wanted to give you a shout out for doing it. Great job. I respect anyone who rises above. Thanks. I appreciate the support. Check it out here. So let's check his video out. But there's a connection right there.
You know what's crazy? Most people think freedom means quitting your job, buying a plane ticket, and running off somewhere tropical, but that's not what real freedom looks like, at least not at first. Real freedom starts when you look at your life and say, I can't keep living like this. Hey, I'm Ruben. I'm a husband, a father, a Marine veteran, and yeah, I still drive trucks for a living, but behind the scenes, I'm building my exit plan, not because I hate what I do, but because I refuse to let this be the end of my.
Now, he would make a great business partner, wouldn't he?
Yes.
Now, am I trying to sell him something by helping the YouTube algorithm? Or am I trying to help him? How many people have I tried to sell while I've been doing this?
None so far.
So, right. So Ruben Platter, I connected with just yesterday. Ruben Platter. Ruben, is he on my list? No, 43 on my list. For some reason, I haven't got his name. I probably have, and I'll have to cross it out later. Right, Ruben, you are fantastic. I would really like to work with Ruben. Right, so put a little star by his name. So do we all agree then? I will reach out to anybody. Now, can you see I've got connections going with Vicky Nell, Keely Smith, Ruben Platter, Jay Jeffers. That Lean Darius has actually asked me about Talk Fusion, right? So, okay. So, any questions so far?
So maybe you're going to get into this, but now that you've kind of connected with them and been commenting and all that stuff, did you ask for a friend request yet?
Not yet.
Or, Okay, go, I'll just be quiet and let you
No,
finish.
you're fine. No, I want you to ask because I want you to leave
Okay.
this, right? You know, I want you to leave this like with a shit, it's easy. He's not doing anything hard. It's just maybe a bit boring. Stick a video on, stick a movie on or music. Right. So I'm at the point now with Ruben, I could ask for a friend request, couldn't I?
I think
Because
so.
because that was a good one. It's either via a bit of repetition or it's or it's a good connection. So we've got a good connection, right? So let's go back to the screen. So let's just have a look on his timeline. Let's see if there's anything else. Maybe we did do a friend request. Yeah, we did. I think he sent me one. It's great, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ruben. Right. Hey, Ruben. Again. Right, just watched your video. I need to watch it after in case he comes back. You are a natural. Keep it going. Right. So there we go. I've just dropped another little business card for him to come and see. Right. YouTube would be a great. I've already liked this stuff. What's this one? Marketer studied. Oh, went down the rabbit hole. Right. I need to subscribe to his YouTube channel as well. There we go. Subscribed. Right. So again, I'm helping. I'm trying to help the guy, and I'm giving him kudos and respect because he's actually doing it. Right. So fantastic. So yeah, I sent him a little message there offering some support. So how am I going to turn Ruben into a potential customer? So I want people to come to me. He replied to my comment. He came to me. That's brilliant. Now I want him to come and see what I'm doing on my Facebook timeline. Now, do you remember when that person had they had a link that was like, great opportunity, inbox me now? What did we all say? Well, that was going to work great, yeah? Or did we all agree it wasn't going to work?
It
Wasn't
wasn't.
gonna work.
So our timelines can't be like that because we know it doesn't work. If it did work, right, we'd all be multimillionaires. So what I want is a mix that kind of lets people know what's going on to the point where they're like, oh, I can't miss out, right? Or they're curious enough to reach out. So, and I'm not always the best at this, I'll be honest with you, but right. So I've got another builder locked in. They could have been in your downline, going all the way with this and looking for other people that want to build a business. No messing around with this. Okay. So what's that meant to do?
Fear
Let
of
people know
loss.
you're serious.
We got Alfonso join. He can put probably 40, 50, 60 people on a webinar in one go. You know? So whoever is above him, I'm going to be very happy. All right. Doesn't mean he will,
No.
but he most likely will. Right.
Now,
Would
can
you
you-
like a copy of Laurie's blueprint? Expand, connect, succeed. I am offering my 3-step blueprint that took me from 0 to making 6 figures online. Comment below for a free copy. Is that trying to help?
Yes.
Hi. See step 3 in our school group. Right, Clarence is already with us. Clarence is in. You can download it there. So Ruben looks like a go-getter to me. Ruben is probably the sort of guy that will see that and say, I'd like the blueprint. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Paul, the post that you showed us right before this one about expand, that you got to, yeah, this one.
Mhm.
Even can we put something on our post like that? I mean, they're kind of in our group, right?
Yeah, it's your timeline. You can put what you like on it. And yeah, you're in our team. So yeah, we're building a big team. So yeah, absolutely.
So Dave underneath you there, he's doing the same thing, it looks like.
I don't know. He's probably trying to build his network by commenting on my stuff. I would say. So you go and check him out, and yeah, I have checked him out, and I think he's like he promotes stuff. Chuck McCallan's on my list. He's just liked it. Yep, you are the man. Yep. Right. Whenever you get these comments, guys, it's very important you at least like them because it feeds the algorithm. So don't just leave them. Make sure you comment. And the other thing you can do if you're really keen, right? So Chuck, right? If you do it for one, you got to do it from all. But this is a fact. This is a top tip. Thanks for the likes at Chuck McCallan. Who was the other people? Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not going to do it now for time because I've got to go in a minute. But can you see what I'm doing there? I'm dropping another little business card. I'm keeping the engagement going.
Where is Chuck that you're talking about? That looks like
yeah. If you hover over the reactions, gives you the names. Look.
Yeah, but I don't see that guy you just mentioned.
No, because he's only liked it. He hasn't commented.
Oh yeah, okay, I see it there.
But I can feed the algorithm and stay in front of Chuck because he's liked it. I can say, thanks for the like. Do you get what I'm doing, Tommy? Thanks for the likes at Chuck and put all those names in. Yeah, Chuck and whoever.
Oh, you put them all in?
Yeah, one after the other. So it'd be Chuck McCallan, comma, back up here. Who was it? Muhammad Hamad. He was from the Eric Worre stuff. So he's liking my stuff.
Yeah.
Muhammad Murad. That one, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. One of them's me. Right. Kenny Wilkinson. Kenny's already in. Joined on Saturday. We had a $500 day on Saturday. Kenny Wilkinson. And then on this, Dave and Eric Green. I'm not going to bother with Eric. Dave Johnson. There you go. Easy. How easy is that? But you don't get the engagement without engaging on other people. That's one of the biggest things, you know. Facebook want you to be sociable. You need to go and do what I've shown you, like and or share and or comment on other people's stuff. So video, right, Dushane Richards. Dushane is another one, right? We're already friends, so I don't know why he sent me maybe that's a fake account, I don't know, right? Oh, Dushane today came from somewhere. Yeah, so there you go, Dushane. Laurie, obviously we know Laurie. Terry joined. Terry's in. Denise, right? She's going on the list. I've spoken to Denise before. And I know she's probably still looking to make money online. Denise. Now, what would I do with Denise? Hey, Denise, we've spoken before. Here's a great business opportunity. Here's my link. I hope you like it. If you sign up, we can work together. What might be better?
Comment on her post.
Good point. September, bit old. Right. So am I trying to sell or am I trying to help? Oh, come on. Always when you're trying to demo stuff. Message. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you then what I would do in this case, right? She's most likely still trying to make money. She struggled before. Would I offer the business or would I offer a Laurie's 3-step blueprint?
The 3-step blueprint.
You got it. You're absolutely crushing it. You got it. Okay. And she's added to my list and I can keep the flow going by liking, sharing or commenting. Now, I was taught 25 engagements. So every day I want to go and engage on 25 people's posts. Now at the start, I'm up to 44, so I'm getting a lot of new people on my list. But every day I'm going to go like and or share and or comment on at least 25 people's posts. Make sense? How long does it take?
Not very long. Probably
5-10 minutes. You can do it in 10
How,
minutes. Easy.
how
Right.
long? 10 minutes. You can't do it in 10 minutes. I don't think.
I haven't got 10 minutes now, but do you want to time me? Vicky now. Vicky now, like, done. That's one. Go into my list. Tom Webb. Like, so true. So true. I'm not even talking any business, am I? That's
No.
2. John William Young. John William Young. He's traveling at the minute, I happen to know. Yeah, so I can't like or share or comment on that one. But I'll put that one in. Right, that's 3. Do you see what I'm saying, guys? 10, 15, 20 minutes then. Yeah, but not bad, is it?
No.
Okay. Now, then the next bit is I want to try and get 5 conversations a day once I've built my network up. So it's 25 connections with a view to trying to get 5 conversations. Right. So this is let's just come back to my timeline because this is very important for you to grasp. Right. Very, 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 very. One of the biggest things is the follow-up, hence the 100 list. So I'm going back to the same people. I'm not just I'm not just trying to make connections with new people all the time. I want an element of new people, but I want mostly to be connecting with those 100. Okay.
Well, and I keep saying the same thing. You don't go back to them unless they come first to you, right?
I try and get them to come to me.
Yeah, if they don't, then you scratch them off the list, right?
Scratch them off the list.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what I couldn't get straight in my mind.
Yeah.
The salesman in me wanted to go back and try to talk them into it.
Well, you're right that you go back to them, but how am I going back to them? I'm going back and I'm engaging on their stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
That's this is the absolute key, Tommy, is that you're not selling, you're leaving the connection open for another chat or another engagement and or another chat. Right. So this is what I'm not always good at. I've got a business post, and even though they're good and they're helpful and interesting AI video, right? There's 3 in a row there that are business. What does that tell anybody about me?
That you're a dull boy.
And I'm trying to pitch. So
that's what you said the other day. I was just
I'm boring. Yeah, I'm boring as hell. So just to enhance the boring, he likes old computer games. Then there's that to give away. All my target audience, all these people that I'm connecting with now, they don't know or like or trust me enough yet to ask me for this blueprint. But they'll come, trust me, because I've done it so many times. Then, he trades as well. Got to keep that one in. Look at this one, 37 comments. If I were you guys, I would copy this. Take a pic of what is in front of you at this very moment. Yes, we're being nosy, so play. And this has got me people. Ooh, he's got a phone call. Right, so this is good. This has got me people coming to me, right, and actually engaging. JC Smith was from Eric Worre. Nicole's been around a long time. We've known each other for a while. He's a friend. Right, Vanessa is a good one. Just make sure she's on the list. I think I was doing this late last night. She was from Eric Worre. Vanessa Jones. So I want to stay in touch with Vanessa Jones. I can relate to what she was talking about. You know, everyone is welcome. D'Angelo, I don't know who he is, so I'm not going to do anything about that. Okay. Me in my Antifa uniform. I don't understand all that Antifa stuff. Right. Now, as I look at her, that's great. I like that. I'm not sure I want to work with anybody that's all like, politics is fine, but do you know when people are like, you know, well, Trump's the devil, no, Biden's the devil, and you know, they're all into all that kind of, you know, not extreme, but it's extreme for where most people are. You can easily piss those people off, I've learned, just by saying hello. Right. So everything could be fine. Then one day you just say something like, oh, did you see in the news this happened? Well, this is a conspiracy theory, and if you even say that, you know, and it's like a way to, I play along now, and it's like the moon landing's never happened, and I go, "Oh, you're one of those people who believe in the moon, are you?" You try and raise the stakes. Okay, so anyway, Vanessa may be off the list now because she seems to be a bit like, you know, into being a crusader, and all that energy, all their energy that they could be doing to build a business goes into crusading rather than building a business, if you know what I mean. So they're not always good people to take on. Nice people, probably, just, you know, not always good, you know, mechanics that wise, right? So this one I thought would get more A or B. If you know, if you could get coached by 2 7-figure earners, would you A, think about it, or B, ask for info? I thought that would get more, but it didn't. Okay.
Yeah, I did too. I saw it. I thought it was great.
I thought it was great, but and this is another point, guys. You got to keep putting stuff out because you never know what's going to work. Doesn't matter how much experience you got, how great you are at doing it, you never know what's going to work. Trust me. And that came from a guy who's made over 56 million. Now, these things, they get me followers and they get me likes. Marie Brenda needs to go on the list. Marie Brenda. William Shaw, right? Right. Happily retired. But he's reached out to me. He will most likely have come from Eric Worre. Add friend, you see. He sent me a friend. Oh, looks like you may not know this person. Send requests to people that you know. Well, how's that work then?
I don't know how that works.
That's ridiculous. Right. So anyway, I always accept my friend request now. So what I'm going to do is add friend. Right. So I'm going to click on his profile and we're going to see if Facebook will let us become friends. March. Do I want to be friends with him? March the 11th. March the 11th. No, there's no point. He's not active. So actually that's good. It saved me. Right. Right.
Yeah.
So I need to close this out because I'm meant to be, dinner's going to burn. Right. So questions before I finish off then.
This might, maybe something's going over my head. So after your 5 or 6 engagements, you don't send a friend request. You wait till they send one for you.
Generally, I will send a friend request like that Ruben Platter guy. We've got some engagement going now between us. It's suitable to send a friend request. Somebody sends me a friend request, that's what I really want. And then, yeah, I'll accept the friend request. Hey, Laura, thanks for the friend request. Do you mind me asking where you found me, just out of curiosity? Do you want to know how to control the conversation? Ask questions. Some money that's three words that's made me thousands again. How's it going? How's it going? Simple. If you ask a question, they will come and answer the question. You control the conversation. But I'm still not going to pitch my business. I'm going to offer help if the thing comes up. So I'll tell you what, maybe next week we'll just do chat. We'll just do some role play chats and stuff like that. But you can always ask Laurie's brain in a box, West's brain in a box. But the thing I want to leave with today, you have your timeline and you have your messenger chat. So on my timeline, did you notice I had some business stuff? Some business. I'm offering like the 3-step blueprint. I'm mentioning I've got a big team. I might put a picture of me on the front of that magazine again. I might, you know, people look at me and they can see that, yeah, he works online. My favorite thing is when somebody says, "Hey, Paul, what business are you in?" Right? I really wouldn't like, that's the best you can have. I don't want them to know I'm in Jifu, Parallel System, HBA, Talk Fusion. It's better when they come and ask you. Okay. But in my chat, there's no business at all unless asked. It's that standoffish bit again. If they are messaging me, if they've got the little Facebook business card, Paul Turner liked your post, Paul Turner shared your post, etc., 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 right? They most likely know that I am into online business. I want them to know, if I was brand new starting today, I want them to know I've got access to Lorien West. I want them to know that I'm part of a big group with Team Abundance. I want them to know that, you know, there's a tool that makes trading easy. I want them to know that I can help them, you know, improve their email open rates, right, with video email, right? So I might share some stats on that, right? I want to help, not sell. So when they come and they chat to me, they might be to pitch me their business or whatever, but I don't talk business in chat. But if they talk business to me and they pitch me, sure, how's it working for you? Are you full? Oh, they'll all say great. Everybody, they lie. How's it going for you? It's going great. Fantastic. So you full time then? Shit, he's caught me out here. No. Oh. So listen, guys, I gotta go. So next week we'll carry on. Think of all your questions, send them in chat. I'll answer them. But then next week we'll do conversation stuff, yeah? But that's all I'm doing, guys. It's dead easy. Honestly. It's just you got to be consistent. And you probably watched this and thought, well, that easy, I can do that. And then when you're on your own and you start to do it, you go, what did he say? What would Paul do? I'm not sure. Oh, should I do this? Shouldn't I? You know, just do it. You can't hurt anything. The worst you can do is maybe piss somebody off and they block you. That's the absolute worst, and it's unlikely. That makes sense? And
Yes.
you're worth getting practiced at this. I won't even say good at it. I'm not even sure I'm good at it. But again, law of averages has to kick in. Right, my wife's waiting for a